Привет! Это College Russian. In this video, we're going to be learning the numbers for 1 to 10, and we're going to be talking about a song by the Russian pop star Dima Bilan. That's later in the video. For right now, I have a couple of little helpers that are going to help me with the part where we learn to count to 10 in Russian. Это мой сын. Как тебя зовут?
Меня зовут Дима.
Так, привет.
Меня зовут Биби.
Это моя дочь. Хорошо. Are we ready to count to 10? Okay, they don't actually speak Russian. They know a few words here and there. They went with me to Ukraine. So this is going to be a learning experience for them as well as for you. Okay, here we go. Do you guys remember?
Один,
Так.
два,
Два. Next.
три,
Три. Очень хорошо. Okay, let's try that again. Ready?
один,
Один. Два. Три. What comes next?
четыре,
Четыре.
Четыре.
Так. Четыре. Next.
пять,
Пять. Очень хорошо. Молодец. How about this one?
шесть,
Шесть. Next. Семь.
Семь.
Семь. Dima, you know this one.
Восемь.
Восемь.
восемь,
David.
девять,
David. David. Next.
девять,
And then last,
десять.
Десять. Let's try that again. Один, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть, семь, восемь, девять, десять. Это все. Пока. Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about one of my most favorite strategies for learning a language, and that is listening to music. Music is beneficial because it gets your mouth moving. Obviously, you're supposed to be singing along, so it gets your mouth working on pronunciation, getting used to the language, and then it helps you to memorize vocab because music has a tendency to get stuck in your head, so then the vocab gets stuck in your head, and then also it's a great model for grammar, so you can go back and use these songs that you've memorized because they get stuck in your head, and sort of look at the grammar in them. So the big thing when I use a song in my classroom, I remind the students to not try and understand everything. Instead, listen to the song and get really excited for the dinky little words that you understand here and there. The other thing is I'll have you just look for something specific. Find all the verbs in this song. Find all the nouns. Find all the adjectives. So I'll give very specific tasks. And then if you want to know the lyrics to this song, it will be all printed below, and then you can Google Translate them, although you know how I feel about Google Translate, but it'll give you a good idea of sort of what's being said. So the song we're going to be talking about today is called твой, номер один by Dima Bilan. So even after just 2 weeks of Russian, you should be able to understand the chorus of this song, and the title and the chorus. So that's really excited. Again, like I said, get excited about the things you do understand, not overwhelmed by the things you don't understand. So what you could go through and do with this song by Dima Bilan. By the way, Dima Bilan was very popular when I was in Russia. He was sort of like the Russian Justin Timberlake. And so he's probably nobody under 27 necessarily knows who he is right now, but he was popular when I was there. So in this song, you could, at your level of Russian, you could look for all the versions of my and your, and then all the pronouns. So, and then again, just focus on what you do understand. So what you're going to do, I've given you a few lines from the song. See if you can identify the gender of the underlined nouns. So for example, взгляд, твой, как, власть. Okay, so взгляд ends in a consonant. What do we know about the gender of things that end in a consonant? Это он. Not to mention the word твой is also masculine, so that helps you to know, that must be masculine. Как власть, now that ends in a мягкий знак, so that's going to be one of those hard things where we have to memorize where it's masculine or feminine. Again, go over to College Russian on Facebook for a fun little chart I made with tips as to how to identify the gender of those мягкий знак nouns. So власть, I'll just tell you, это она. Next line you'll find in the song is Автограф. So that ends in a consonant. We know things that end in a consonant are он. Good. Next line. Я вижу блеск. Ends in a consonant. Это он. Next line. Ты моя звезда. And in fact, you should be able to understand this whole line right here with your Russian as it is. And so I'm not even going to tell you what. So you can look at the word моя to help you know the gender. You can look at the final vowel, which is an a, which we know is what gender. And then the word ты. So what does this line mean? He's saying, remember, there's no are or is in Russian. So he's saying, you are my star. And then the name of the song is Я, твой, номер, один. We just learned the numbers. Let me know what your translation is below. Okay, so your homework on this is go ahead, I'll link to the song below and as well as the lyrics. And then I want you to leave in the comments maybe your favorite Russian song. I don't know what young kids these days are listening to, so maybe link me to your favorite song and we could eventually at some point do a fun little vocab analysis of your favorite song. Хорошо? Это все. Enjoy the song.